Darn! Look at this fence. The color is brown. It has rust. It's corroded. What does it mean? It means that we need new fence support. We need new fence support to better withstand the forces that will be acting on the fence bar. Time to go hiring. Alright, so what would be the position? Chain link fence specialist. I like that one. The purpose of having the fence bar would be to provide rigidity to the entire chain link fence. The functional requirements of the fence will be as follows. We want the fence to mark property and prevent trespassing, to provide support to the fence and withstand standard loading conditions, and to prevent vehicles from parking on the grass. Okay, the geometric requirements would be the cross-sectional area of the bar. Ideally, we want to change the diameter of the support to achieve the best performance to cost ratio. And the constraints will be its length. We want the replacement bar to have the same length as the old one to cover the same space, which would be 2 meters. 2 meters. And the loading condition is rather simple. It will be a 3-point bending scenario where we have 2 fixed ends and a force applied at the center. If I sit on the fence, we could see how the fence support could potentially deflect and receive a huge bending stress with a heavier load. For example, a heavier person. The maximum moment of the 3-point bending situation happens at the center. So with the material selection, we'll mainly be focusing on 2 areas of concern: deflection and force. And posted.
What's this new posting on Waterloo Works? We are seeking an enthusiastic material to join us for a 10-year period as a chain link fence specialist. The job description says I have to survive for 10 years and I have to be able to lift a 128.8 kilogram load without deforming. I have to interact with our loyal customers, the sun and rain, on a daily basis. I think I can do that. Hi, I'm 1015 Steel. I'm a low-carbon steel that's readily available and extremely versatile. I am able to adapt to whatever application you may need me to do.
My name is 6063 Aluminum. I'm a very lightweight alloy, about the 1/3 density of steel. I'm also very corrosion resistant. Well, at least in most cases I would say. I'm also pretty recyclable. Gotta be environment friendly in there.
I'm cedar wood. I was a tree, but here I am as a construction material.
I have a yield strength of 214 megapascals and a Young's modulus of 68.9 gigapascals. So yeah, I'm a pretty stiff boy, I guess.
I would say I'm quite strong. I have a Young's modulus of 190 gigapascals and a yield strength of 325 megapascals.
I am cedar wood.
I can be extruded. Hot extrusion is a big one. I can be forced through extrusion dies using hydraulic presses.
I'm cedar wood. I could be chopped, I could be sand, and you can add a nice finishing to make me look attractive.
I can be rolled, forged, machined, and even joined through welding into any shape you might need. In addition, I can undergo various heat treatments to change my properties to perfectly match the scenario at hand.
I'm cedar wood. I could be treated with oil consistently or painted to increase resistance.
I can withstand corrosion rather well, mainly because of my passivation layer. I'm also resistant to fire, although I do have a big fear of salt water. Though there is a type of finishing process that could train me to overcome my fear, which is powder coating.
So although I may not be the most resistant to corrosion on my own, I strongly believe in teamwork. Usually, I have my friend Zinc help me out in a process called galvanization, which makes me extremely resistant to the elements. Using our MPIs, we can create Ashby plots such as this. This Ashby plot shows yield strength versus price per unit volume. And this line is actually calculated using our MPI here, So this line has a slope of 1.5 and it passes through a yield strength of 100 megapascals and a price of over $98,000 per meter cubed. When we activate this line, we reduce the Ashby plot to these materials. We then go to stage 1, which compares Young's modulus versus price per unit volume. Young's modulus is important because we want our material to be stiff so that it will not deflect more than 5 millimeters when a certain load is applied. From our MPI, we can see that this line on the Ashby plot has a slope of 2, and it passes through a Young's modulus of 100 gigapascals and a price of over $10,000 per meter cubed, giving us this line. When we activate this line, we are only left with a few materials, including cedar wood, aluminum, and coated steel. Although woods like cedar may be used in some fences, it is not ideal in our case because wood must be treated and maintained in order to keep its qualities. So if we go to stage 3, which is actually limits, we get to change values outside of our MPI. So we want our material to have excellent freshwater resistance and acceptable or excellent saltwater resistance for rain, snow, or whatever water it may face. We also want the material to have excellent resistance to UV radiation, as it is an outdoor fence, which means it will be constantly exposed to the sun. And finally, we want our material to be non-flammable, so in the case that a property fire occurs, we don't want our fence to be part of the problem. So once we apply these limits, our plot is reduced to these few materials. Materials such as brick here cannot be used because it is impossible to form brick into the cylinder needed for our application. The same goes for these glass ceramics. Alumina stands at the top of this plot, but alumina is a powdery white substance which cannot be formed into a cylinder, so it can also not be used, which leaves us with galvanized steel and aluminum. Ultimately, galvanized steel was chosen as it is at the same price as aluminum, nearly, and offers significantly more stiffness, which is very useful in our application. Therefore, galvanized steel was chosen due to its excellent combination of stiffness, strength, corrosion resistance, and great price for all of these metrics.
Hi, 1015 Steel. I'm your personal trainer. I'm here to get you in shape to be a fence supporter. Are you ready? Since now you're a square billet, we have to turn you into a round billet. We do that by heating you and put you into a circular mold. And then you're rolled to elongate into a longer and thinner shape. Okay. After you elongate it, we put you through a bullet shape piercer to create the hollow inside of the tube. Now we use the mandrel piercing mill to correct the irregularity from the piercing process and also to elongate the shape. Now that you're in shape, we can make you even stiffer and stronger by heat treatment. First, we heat you up to 760 degrees Celsius, and then we quench you in oil. After all the bubbling stop, we take you out, dry off the moisture, and then we move to tempering. To temper you, we heat you up to 170 degrees Celsius. After that, we just cool you. As simple as that, and you're stronger and stiffer. After you heat treat it, you can now be galvanized with zinc. Zinc will remove your connection with oxygen and water, and also it will act as a sacrificial anode to protect you from corrosion.
Wow, but my rust and iron oxide doesn't harm the environment.
Even though it's not toxic, if you want the product to look nice, then you have to maintain your looks, right?
It's true, alright, so what do I have to do?
First, we'll clean you up with acid degreaser to remove oil and dust. Then we'll rinse you with water, and we'll immerse you into sulfuric acid, which remove all the oxide on you. After that, we'll rinse you with water another time, and we'll immerse you into a flux that contains zinc chloride and aluminum chloride to protect you from further oxidation before galvanization. For the galvanization, we have to lower you into a hot tub of molten zinc, which is heated to 440 degrees Celsius. After you reach the same temperature as the liquid zinc, you can be removed and quenched with water. After quenching, we have to do some grinding to remove all the extra spike of zinc that is formed on your surface. And that's how you galvanize. Congratulations! Now that you're galvanized, you're ready to become a fence supporter. Good luck on your job.
Damn! My new galvanized 1015 steel is holding up real well.
Thank you all for watching. We spent a lot of time on this and we really hope you enjoyed it.